was published in 2015, I assumed it would be used in teaching at universities, but would never get performed here. It has a large, mostly male black cast. It requires a lot of rapid scene changes. It's not an easy play to put on the stage.
I first actually learned of Aimé Christophe when I got the audition, which was part of me felt really, really bad for not knowing about the history there, and then the other part of me was just so excited. Just to learn about it was something that I was really, really fascinated with, and now it's blossomed into this kind of historic journey because I'm learning more and more about the different parts of Haiti and the different characters involved there, and just kind of actually just POC heroes in general.
People in the U.S. tend not to know much about the Haitian Revolution in general. You've probably heard of Toussaint Louverture, but beyond that, maybe not. The reason it's the tragedy of King Christophe is that the very means that he felt he had to take to ensure his subjects' freedom destroyed their freedom and made him an oppressor like the oppressors that he had fought to liberate them from.
The story in general, like you get this duality of a situation where you've got on one side the monarchy and this individual trying to create this perfect monarchy idea. On the other side, a democracy and another individual trying to do that. And it's the Haitian people, black people trying to do this, trying to establish themselves and the different viewpoints on how they think that's going to work. The biggest thing for me about Christophe was he has this concept, no, I know what works. He was the kind of person who understood people. But then you also find out, because he's kind of a ruthless leader.
The reason I think this play is very resonant now is that we tend to want feel-good stories about revolutions and liberations. When Césaire was writing this play at the very end of the 50s and the first years of the 60s, African decolonization had happened, and some of the countries had become dictatorships.
He had this ideal thought of what Haiti could be, this shining light, bringing in arts and education and all of these things, thriving. But at the same time, you could see the terror of not being able to control everything, just holding on to something so tight that eventually he did shatter it, unfortunately.
It seems like people's struggles are a forever thing, and it's just different people struggling. But I feel like music is always a way for them to express themselves. Music is, no matter what is going on, that release of music can give you a sense of hope and give you a sense of, like, I can do this, I can keep going. It's not a musical. It's a play with music. All the music will be a cappella, and they'll be using stuff around them for percussiveness to keep beats. So it's going to be very natural. We happen to have a great group of actors who can sing very well. No pressure, just feel and give that to the audience, and it'll be fine.
The problems in this play are a foreshadowing of problems that exist right now, and that's why I think it's especially pertinent.
Looking at some of the texts, wow, it really spoke to some of the actors, and it's like, yeah, this is some real deep stuff, and if the words just really pull you in. So the message still relevant then and now, and I think that is something that's going to kind of like, oh, this is still important. Oh, this is still happening.
Just every time I think about finding a new person in our history to be able to play, I get so excited just because I'm like, I didn't get to learn about this in school. I want to tell someone, and I'm so excited to be able to tell someone about this.